It is almost time to get your bunting out. Cake stands at the ready and buffet food all set up as well. The 4-day bank holiday for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee is just around the corner. Now, your celebrations may already be firmed up. What are you doing, by the way? Maybe you're getting the neighbours together for a big Jubilee lunch. For years, street parties and village fairs have been a tradition for important events. But what is it about them that makes them so special? We're going to chew this over, a little bit more with the great British Bake Off star, Crystelle Pereira, who's on the line now. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. Yes. Sorry, I'm a little bit hoarse. I've been shouting quite a lot. We had a big night last night in Nottingham.
Oh, don't worry. I'm also quite hoarse. I've just come back from my sister's hen do, so I think we're both feeling the same, to be honest.
Oh, wow. Okay. Any stories from the hen do or nothing?
No, do you know what? To be honest, I actually spent most of the hen do eating, so which obviously for me is amazing, and also very on brand, talking about the Big Jubilee Lunch and eating and sharing food with people. So the perfect segue to talk about the Big Jubilee Lunch.
Oh, Crystelle, you've done this before. You're a bit good.
Oh, stop it. I'm blushing. No, but thank you so much for having me. And I'm really excited to chat more about what will be an incredible occasion. And I think the best way to celebrate, this long bank holiday weekend, not that we need an excuse to party, but if we do, I think, to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee with lots of food, spending time with our local communities is just really the perfect thing to do, especially with this lovely weather that we have as well.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed that's going to last. What do you think makes a good... Well, let's talk about street parties, because I know a lot of people are planning those. What do you think makes a good one?
Well, the first thing I will say is actually community spirit. And the reason I say that is that hasn't just come from me, but it's come from a survey where everyone in the UK was basically asked, what is the thing they love most about neighbourhood events? And most people said community spirit, which I actually get, because if you think about the past 2 years with COVID, I think that's something that we've missed out on. We've spent so much time sort of locked away indoors and, had all these sort of socially distanced events. And I think this is, one of the few occasions where we finally get to go out, spend time, again, with big groups of people and spending time with our local communities, which ironically, I feel like we don't spend enough time with because, even pre-COVID, we were all busy out and about, whether we're running to work, running to, look after someone or traveling. And we don't spend time with the people that live in close proximity to us. And I think having that community spirit, again, I think is so important. But that aside, I would obviously say, food is so important for any good party. And I think food is what brings people together. And that also came from the survey. Most people said that actually sharing food with people is what helps build relationships. And I completely agree. If you have a party without food, what are you going to talk about? Food is, I think, honestly, everyone has to eat at some point in the day. So why not eat together? And it's a perfect time to do it. You're all together with your communities. You're all eating good food that people have made or people have brought to the table. And I think it's, that is what really helps to create a lovely party. And, people, and at the moment, I'm developing Jubilee themed desserts, with red, white and blue. And I think it's really is a perfect occasion to, bake lovely sharing desserts, which I absolutely love making sharing desserts, because again, you get that lovely sense of community and togetherness when you make like a big pavlova or a big celebration cake and you're all cutting up slices and eating from the same cake. I think there's just something so lovely about that.
I mean, I was going to ask you what kind of things you think would be essential food-wise. You've just kind of hinted at, the whole sharing idea. Obviously, you're going to talk about a cake, and I guess that would be what a lot of people would go to. But there are other things you can share, aren't there? Give us a few ideas for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that I love making, that my family love, is a tear and share bread. And it's really simple. You just get, basically, you'll make a bread dough, you make little balls, and then you bake it all together. And then you can put like a lovely garlic butter or something on it. And then you just all get your hands in and you pull apart the buns of bread. And it's so nice because you all get your own bit. And there's just something that's so lovely about having a tear and share thing, because it's a lovely sort of team thing to eat. So I love doing stuff like that. But also, I guess, more simple things which I think are really easy to make for dinner parties and street parties. Things like dips and chips and crudités are so quick. I love making a homemade hummus or a tzatziki. Love doing things like that. Sausage rolls, again, is that is, I think, a party food classic that everyone loves doing. That's another thing. And you can even, I like to add a bit of chorizo meat to my sausage rolls to make them a little bit spicy. And then if I'm going to go, I guess, to more of my roots, I love doing freshly fried samosas. I think for us at any dinner party or any party we have, samosas have to be on the table. And they're hot, they're crispy, they're a bit spicy, they're filling, they're just perfect. But also just big sharing salads. I can talk about for food for about 2 hours, so stop me when, you need to.
Well, please, no, you're going to have to stop soon, Crystelle, because honestly, I'm sitting here just dribbling, and that's not just, that's with all the talk of food. It's not just a medical thing. When it comes to cakes, by the way, what will you be doing for the Jubilee celebrations yourself?
Yes, I will definitely be making a celebration cake. I'm actually developing some celebration cakes for some brands in conjunction with sort of to promote the Big Jubilee. But I do love a big celebration cake. But the way that I bake, the way that I cook is I love adding sort of unique flavors to a standard bake. So adding things like cardamom and walnuts to a standard sponge, or adding some chai flavors, or adding a bit of yuzu curd. So I'm trying to develop a recipe at the moment, and I'm thinking to go down the cardamom, nutty vanilla route, something like that. So all to be revealed over the Big Jubilee weekend, but there will definitely be a big sharing cake involved.
Okay, all right. Don't want to show off or anything. I know you've been on Bake Off, but a few of us at the radio station entered one of these big county shows at the weekend, and my Victoria Sponge won first prize. So
Oh gosh! So you should apply for the regular Bake Off. Then you seem to be quite seasoned, or not?
You are funny. Let me tell you that. You are funny, you're knowledgeable, you're entertaining, but most of all, you're funny, Crystelle. Thank you for your kind words. And thanks for coming on, and all the best to you, and enjoy their celebrations.